Jump, Minotaur. Jump. What's going on, Mongs? It's me, Semi-Mong, and in today's video, I'm actually recording this at the end of the video. We're going to go through why new players need to sacrifice, okay? So we're just going to give a few quick tips on how to level up your character via the sacrificing system, and not just via killing mobs, say, killing the spiders that you get across the bridge and along the way to the rune gate for your faction temple. So yeah, I'll try and cut this up and edit this as best as I can. It was a bit of blabbering and a bit of ranting, but be sure to sacrifice, get in the know with the sacrifice system, and use it to your advantage. Now, like most traditional MMOs, you get EXP from actually killing mobs, killing spiders that will be over the yonder bridge in just a second. But also there's a thing called a sacrifice system. So coupling killing mobs with for EXP with the sacrifice system, I'm hoping to boost a few levels further than, say, a standard new player would. Now, I've just come into the world. That's the respawn cave down there. I grabbed myself a nice axe out of the scavenging chest, and I spent 2 minutes just gathering up 12 wood and 12 stone. And this axe has actually already respawned. Now, that's going to be a key feature that I'll explain in a minute. But what you want to do is just get yourself some basic weapons. This is, of course, to go down the standard MMO and RPG route of killing mobs to get EXP. And then I want to run through a few sacrifice tips that I've got, just to help you try and boost that extra little bit. And as I said, get those extra talent points to get yourself an extra skill. What you need to know is to get from level 1 to 2 is 226 EXP, then level 2 to 3 is 250, and level 3 to 4 is about 280. Now, on average, you'll need to kill about 5 spiders to get from level 1 to 2, which we'll do in just a second, and you're wanting to do this alongside having a basic harvesting knife. So once you kill the spiders, you get your EXP and you're slowly leveling up. You can also harvest the spider's corpse to get hide or leather, and you'll need about 24 hide or leather in total to craft up an intermediate armor set at your faction's temple. Now, the idea here is to get the second active skill and ability before we've even traveled to the Chaos Temple, and from the Chaos Temple you'll be able to go out into the open world, the campaign world, and hunt other faction members, hopefully with a little bit of an edge with that one extra skill that we're going to get through the level system and ideally the sacrificing system. Now, I said take note of the basic axe. Now, when you first spawn in, there's going to be this fire here. It's going to have 2 axes and 2 pieces of meat per chest. What you want to do is take the meat, obviously, if you need it for food, like a lot of players will, but also take an extra axe from each chest. Now, before we proceed with this, please be careful and try not to be greedy. Like, especially on the launch day of 5.8, there is a load more players in this one area than there is now, and you can expect this on launch day or live day as well, with hopefully hundreds of new players coming into the game. And what you don't want to be called is greedy and selfish by taking all of the axes. So try to only take 1 axe, and if the meat that you need, if you need to actually eat. But then a lot of people don't know that there's another sort of campfire area up in this building as well. So what you want to do is just grab yourself an axe and a bit of meat from all of these chests, and then yeah, either go and get your wood and your stone to craft your basic weapons, or just sit around for a couple of minutes, because what we want to do here is to try and get ourselves 10 basic axes. Alright, so I initially was trying to be a good guy, a good player, saying only take 1 axe. As you can see, I took the axe and the meat from this chest. Then I went ahead and took both axes and the meat from this chest. And you'll see how fast that chest respawns with axes and meat compared to that chest that still has an axe left in it. But that was literally what, like 30 seconds? I literally took a sip of my tea and then let's go back. Let's see, does it do it instantly? No, it doesn't. And there we go. That's literally like 30 seconds. So guys, the idea, first of all, was to only take 1 axe from each chest, as to not disrupt other players. As I said, on 5.8, there was plenty of players here when the patch first launched. There's a general population increase since 5.8, and especially on launch day or live when the game is fully released, there's hopefully going to be hundreds of players spawning in, creating new characters. That's the only reason I said to only take 1 axe, but it seems that by taking 1 axe, you're actually leaving the chests at a disadvantage and they will respawn slower. So if you want, take both of the axes. I would recommend, once again, going up to the house up here if you're just going to sit and camp a chest to get axes, as that fire pit is literally straight out of the respawn cave. But yeah, a lot of people are going to be coming out of that respawn cave and hitting up those first chests. So literally just camp one of these chests and make sure you get about 10 to 15 axes. As you can see, I've actually got 20 axes here, and every 10 axes is 160 XP. Levels 2 to 3 is about 250, 3 to 4 is about 280. So we've got enough, technically, for a whole nother level just through axe sacrificing. And once again, let's just show the respawn rates on these chests. There we go. And let's just leave it about 10, 20, 30 seconds at max. And that should respawn a hell of a lot quicker than my original idea of just taking one axe, let's just say like that, or taking one axe and the meat. Has it respawned? There we go, it's respawned already. That's fantastic. That actually may have to be something to be looked at for the future of just the new player experience. Now the first level, level 1 to 2, will come from mob grinding. We're going to get our first few bits of XP, or potentially our first level, from killing spiders. Now what you want to do is kill the spiders and of course skin them at the same time, so you get their hide. And this hide is going to be useful after we've gone through the sacrificing and all of that, once you get into your faction's temple, because then we can actually use this hide to craft an intermediate armor set. But that is for a different video. So let's just craft up the knife. This is insane. So we've grabbed our knife, and as you can see, look at the bottom of the screen, we've got basically 2 and a bit bars from... Yeah, 2 and a bit bars. Wondered where my knife went then. 2 and a bit bars from one spider. Now you want to keep all of the loot from the spiders that you kill, but on average it's about 5 spiders, I believe, to get from level 1 to 2, and you're going to want to kill these spiders anyway to get their hide. The purpose of today's video is to show you what you can actually sacrifice alongside killing the spiders to potentially get you to level 4 and then your second active ability. So let's go ahead and just kill another one. Let's just finish up killing these 3 spiders. There is one. Always grab the loot. And this should be the final spider kill. But as I said, a typical new player will kill enough spiders to get their first level. Potentially skin them if they're of common sense enough and realize that hide and leather will be used. And then most likely just move on until to the Chaos Temple, of which they'll find the main faction hub for whatever faction that they are using. It won't be Chaos if you're not Chaos, of course. I'm just getting mixed up on my words this morning heavily. But let's finish up. Don't you dare. Oh, I thought you could take my meat. Let's finish up harvesting and looting that guy. As you can see, we just got our first level. Now, in my eyes, this would be a typical standard player's first experience. And you'd spend this getting your first active ability. And then you'd spend one more. We're going to go for ferocity over brawny, just so I have attack power over health. But as you can see, although it's got a maximum of 5, you can actually spec into the next talent after you've spec'd 3 times into this one. You don't have to go for the full 5. Basing the fact that you get 2 talent points per level, we need 1, 2 to actually be able to unlock the next set, and then we'll need 1 more talent point, so hence why we need level 3 for these 2, and then level 4 for the cast net. Now as I said, level 2 to 3 is about 250 XP, so through actually sacrificing all of the axes that we've gathered and just found out that they respawn a hell of a lot quicker if you take both of them, we've got our next level basically. You've got 20 of these, that's 320 EXP. All we need now is another 280-ish EXP. Now you could return back to the axes and just have a full inventory of axes to sacrifice, or the other way is actually mining the hunger crystals. Hunger shards within Crowfall will be found throughout the campaign world. Wherever hunger shards are, they freeze resources around them. I believe they've actually stopped the freezing capability for these hunger shards in the beachhead area. But say there's a gold ore node within the white circle of which the hunger shard is the... I don't know how to say spreading. That gold ore would not be able to be collectible. You wouldn't be able to gather it. Every time you hit it, it would just come up saying frozen until you've gotten rid of the hunger shard. If these hunger shards are not mined, they will spread throughout the campaign world, just freezing resources as they go. Hunger shards not only just freeze resources, they drop stuff, i.e. hunger shards, as you can see here, that can be added to weapons when you're crafting them for extra attack power, support power, and just different statistics. But they also drop things called sacrifice shards. So that was that one, we mined one hunger shard there, and we got 26 XP's worth of sacrifice, basically, out of 5 sacrifice shards. So it is sort of just a case of, do you want to camp the extra axes? Do you want to go ahead and kill more mobs, which I wouldn't suggest on the starting island unless you want more leather? You don't really need more than 24 to get your intermediate armor set. Or do you want to sit here and just mine hunger shards? Because what you're really looking for is just 500 XP worth of sacrifice. So whether it comes through the axes or whether it comes through hunger shards, and this will get you from level 3 all the way to level 4. As I said, I've done what a typical player in my eyes would have done, which is kill enough mobs to get their first level, or potentially enough leather to craft an armor set, depending on how well versed you are with the game and know that there is an armor set to create once you're at your faction temple. And then just go ahead and get enough things to sacrifice. Use a whole pickaxe. As you can see, I've mined about 3 or 4 of these now, and my pickaxe's durability is halfway. Just waste a pickaxe on it. It's only 3 wood, so that's what I'm going to do here. The only thing limiting you is literally your stamina bar. As you can see, they respawn so quickly. But once we've done this, we should have enough to sacrifice that should boost us up another 2 levels, gaining us that active skill, and just putting us ahead of the curve in terms of new players. One thing to point out here once again, guys, is this is for new players to Crowfall, or anyone that's looking to get into Crowfall and just wants a helping hand for the first few levels. But as you can see, I've got 105 XP's worth of sacrifice shards here, and I've also got additives or hunger shards that I can use within blacksmithing to create weapons. Now, if I go onto my skill tree, you can see I've been playing this server for a little while. I've not really got much training, let alone any in blacksmithing. So feel free to sacrifice all of these hunger shards that you get for weapon statistics and armor statistics, as well as my phone. I need to put my phone on silent, mate. What are you talking about? But as I was saying, be sure to sacrifice these as well as the sacrifice shards. I mean, 4 of these is 111 XP, whereas only 3 sacrifice shards is only 16, which is the same as a basic runestone axe. Now, you'll get about 3 or 4 sacrifice shards per mine, but look how much sacrifice value each of these hunger shards up here have got. It is absolutely insane. I mean, you don't know about the sacrifice system as a new player unless you hover over an item where it says how much EXP you're going to get, and you don't visit the first fire pit or bazaar thing where you can sacrifice items until you've gone through the main sort of like rune temple bit. Like, you'd get the fire pits here, the rune gate towards your temple, of which you'd find the crafting stations to craft everything. So ideally, as a new player, you'd come through, you'd kill a few mobs, you'd go through to your Chaos Temple and realise you'd need 24 leather, you need this, you need that. Now, a lot of it can be found in the forest, but this is what I'm saying. If you can just get ahead of the curve, sacrifice a few items, and just get a little bit of knowledge about what the feature is. Alright, so yeah, this is where the Sacrifice Bazaar is. That's the rune gate to your temple. So yeah, as I say, as a new player, you'd reach this and be like, cool, I can sacrifice stuff, and then kind of be put off about going back, kind of not. But if you've just followed this little simple guide of just collecting axes and hunger shards, we should have enough XP. Yes, it's 250 to get to level 3. We should have enough to be able to just get us those extra levels straight away. So I'm going to click away here. Oh, that basic runestone axe is a little bit lower as I have used it. It does lose EXP compared to durability. Probably switch that out with one that I was using. I tried to stack them all in this one little corner to know that I haven't used them. There we go. Level 3. Fantastic. And we've still got our hunger shards. Guys, don't just log into Crowfall, start killing mobs and trying to get EXP that way. Kill mobs, get EXP, and then alongside that, sacrifice items as well. The hunger shards, the axes, which I now know respawn a hell of a lot more quicker. Which is a big relief on my mind. I just didn't want people to be a jackass, be rude, be snide, be greedy, and just take them all. Because I didn't know the respawn rates were that quick. Like, I just left an axe in there, and it seems that leaving an axe in there caused the respawn rates to be a hell of a lot slower. There we go. We just got level 4. Can we get anything more? How much can we get to level 5? Level 5 is 309 XP. Oh, see the hunger shards there. 83 off of 3. Look at that. That's fantastic. We reached level 5 just from a few axe collecting and hunger shard mining. That's insane. Guys, If you've enjoyed, be sure to leave that like down below. I'm just gonna turn my phone off, I think. But yeah, be sure to leave a comment, get involved, I shall reply, even if it's nothing to do with Crowfall, or just anything to do with gaming, be sure to let me know. I like to hear your opinions. Thanks for all of the support, and I shall see you in the next video.